guys, what is up? It is I, the Concrete Catwalk. Those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I love all things thrift, vintage, new, nearly new, estate, sailing, you name it, I love it. To my catwalkers, mwah, welcome back to a new video this Sunday. Those of you who are newly subscribed, thank you so much for coming along together on this journey. We are in the mix of what is getting ready to be the end of summer, shortly coming into fall. I have not posted a video in a little bit of a minute. As you see from the title, I am fashionably exhausted. I want you to just set that aside for a little bit. I'm going to share with you things that I picked up for myself for this upcoming fall. Now, let me just say this off the rip. I really would like to segue into talking about things that I have in my personal collection that have stood the test of time and give you guys real solid fashion thoughts and decisions on things that I have decided that I wanted to make a part of my wardrobe, my bag collection. I have a whole lot of history behind me with regards to things that I've collected, more concrete, if you will. Before I go there with this whole thing with me and fashion exhaustion, I want to share with you a couple things that I picked up. They're little things that are going to set me on the right path for the fall. Let's just jump right into this. In the summertime, I always end up a little more bronze, and I like that look. Summer ends, fall, then winter is in that process of coming. What happens? All of the color that you picked up over the summer, you tend to lose. I find myself in Dollar Tree, and I tell you guys, I always go in their makeup aisle because you never know what it is that you come across. I came across liquid bronzer Sunset Glow by B Color. It is very subtle. It gives you a sun-kissed look. This comes in clutch, especially in the wintertime when you want to look a little more color and you need a little bit of extra. This is the perfect thing. I love things that add just a touch of glow that makes it look as if you're still maintaining the color that you picked up during the summer. If you're in Dollar Tree and you see this, see if you cannot pick this up. And I am excited to use this. Next up, I am always looking for unique things when I'm in the Dollar Tree. I came across this blush bubble. I'll call it like a bubble or a dome set. You get two colors in here. One is a lighter shade, one is a darker shade. You get a brush to apply it with, Giovi, if I'm correct. It's G-I-O-V-I. I'm gonna hold it up here so that if you want to screenshot this, you can. All right, last thing that I picked up in the Dollar Tree, a nail color. Believe nails, this rich plum color. Cannot wait to put this on my fingernails. I'm gonna move it close in case you wanna screenshot this. If you see this, I highly suggest that you pick it up. In the winter time, I always do my best to stay hydrated. I am a big fan of facial mists. I found myself in one of my other places, and you guys know, Burlington, and I came across this hydro boosting, hydrating facial mist. In case you want to screenshot this, the mist on this is so fine. This would work great over top of your makeup. This would work great before you applied your makeup if you were using a base and you wanted to seal that base before you went into putting on the rest of your beautiful face. This will be perfect to do that with. Okay? Run, don't walk to Burlington to see if you can't find that. When it comes down to sneakers, I love a good sneaker, whether it's coming from Walmart, whether it's coming from wherever it is that I find it. I am a huge fan of the top three, which is for me, Adidas, New Balance, and Puma. I love them. I happen to find myself in the Adidas store, and how is it that I came across the Taekwondo sneakers? These sneakers rang in at $39.99. These are super soft. They are very, very comfortable, and for $39, I don't think that you could go wrong. They give me that Janet Jackson kind of a vibe from her video. You know which one I'm talking about. The Pleasure Principle. Somewhat similar kind of vibes. I love these, and these are super comfortable, and for the money, it is well spent. Moving on. It's going to be kind of a run, don't walk piece. I happen to find myself in H&M. Thought about the fact that I do not have any type of a chocolate brown sweater in my wardrobe anywhere. So I got to thinking, I was like, well, maybe I can find a chocolate brown sweater in H&M. This beautiful, soft, warm wool chocolate brown sweater offered by H&M is the best. I have tried this on. It is very soft, very cozy. It will give you all of the things that you would want to do with this sweater, whether you pair it with a pencil skirt, an A-line skirt, an asymmetrical skirt, skinny jeans, bootcut jeans, and you'd be warm in the process. I specifically upped the size because a medium fit very well, but the large will give you the look that you might be going for. I like things to fit a little bit loose sometimes, especially if I'm wearing jeans or something that is a little bit more fitted. Then I like to be a little bit more relaxed at the top, but you guys get the gist. All right, last thing that I want to share with you guys is a vintage bag that I picked up off of Mercari. Mercari offers a wide selection in all the different types of throwback bags you could possibly want, whether it's designer, whether it's a certain style or type. I specifically was looking for a velvet type of a flap bag. Now, we all know the deal with vintage Chanel and all of that stuff. If you do not want to spend that type of money, it would make sense to just go in and just do a basic search. I ended up picking up this vintage Myers velvet flap bag for under $25. Very short on the double strap, can be carried on the double strap, but this is something where I would prefer to carry it just like this. Velvet on this is extremely beautiful. It's like micro quilted, very small, diamond-esque, and you open it up, it has the patent flap, and then of course the Myers is on the inside. And in case you all are interested in how this is spelled, this is M-E-Y-E-R-S. Myers is a very popular vintage bag maker, and whenever these go up for sale, they do not last long. If you're looking for something that could give a classic Chanel bag a run for the money, you may want to look for one of these vintage Myers flap style bags. Okay, so I'm going to put this to the side, and that brings me to the topic of conversation. I have been teeter-tottering on the cusp of fashion exhaustion. Let me preempt this because whenever I get into topics, I always like to set the tone. And you guys, I'm gonna speak it the way I want to speak it, my feelings about it, my opinion about where I'm at with fashion at the moment. This is not a dig at anybody who never falls out of love with fashion, who's never exhausted with the changes of the guard and all of this stuff, and they want to keep up with the latest and the greatest of all the styles and the clothes and the this and the bags and the this. For me, at the present moment, I love looking at fashion. I do. I love flipping through the magazines. I love seeing all of the curated looks that people create and designers have. But as far as me and the motivation to run after it, not so much. You guys, I am literally exhausted. Where I am right now, as far as what I have done for many, many, many years, going after bags and shoes and coats and all of those things. But for me, I've gotten to a point in my life where I'm thinking about what the bigger picture is with all of this. Yes, the enjoyment and the excitement of things that I've collected and have the ability to reach into my wardrobe or my bag collection and decide that I want to use it, that I want to wear it, that is a great feeling. But it has also made me realize, what else is there left to pursue? And I'm not saying that there are things out there that I still would not like to have. I say this to you guys in all capacity of just sitting and just vocalizing what I have been feeling. I'd say now for at least the past almost 2 years, I noticed that I have been slowing down with regards to what I'm pursuing and what I want, and it's becoming much more targeted and much more specific as far as what I'm recognizing is either a clear missing component in my wardrobe or bag collection, to the point where whenever I do go out and I go into those higher end stores or any store, it doesn't even have to be a Neiman Marcus or Bergdorf's or it doesn't even have to be. I am so averse sometimes to even looking at things that it's just, I find myself now more so into the makeup, the nails, things that are going to be quick. Oh yeah, let's add this because this is a great color and this was going to work with this. The desire and the impulse, the way things used to be for me and how I used to do it, it's just different now. The last significant purchase that I made, you guys saw, was that Bottega bag, that shearling Bottega bag, because that is something that I truly desired, that I wanted to pick up, and I did. Is there anything on the radar that I see that I think that I might want? Not so much. That doesn't mean that it couldn't happen, but that doesn't mean that I feel like I'm missing out if it doesn't happen. I'm beginning to do a lot more introspection, what it is that I am focusing on in terms of the things that I would like to have, the things that I would like to do more of, the things that I would like to talk about more with you guys. I think for me at this point, I'm beginning to realize that at this stage in my life, sometimes it's about answering questions, being much more present in recognizing the things that I have and that deserve to be used. It's not always about acquiring and I need to buy this and I need to do this and it needs to be that and it has to be new and it has to be that. It is exhausting. I commend a lot of people who are able to continually do and maintain, and I'm getting this and I've got this bag and I've got this bag. But for me, I am not one of those people. I want to be able to step off and enjoy the things that I have. And if it should work out that there is something that comes along, irregardless of what it is that I decide that I would like to have, then let it be because I would like to have it. Not because there's something that drives the bus that is pushing me towards to constantly buy and buy and buy and buy and buy. Social media has really shown me that all that glitters is not gold. Just because it looks beautiful at the aesthetic baseline, that doesn't answer all of the trials, tribulations, challenges, difficulties that go on behind the scenes with people you don't know. You don't know. And I don't want to be always on that treadmill of purchasing and buying and consumerism and this and this and this. I am not saying anything is wrong with that if that is what you choose to do. But I am saying in the scheme of where things are real time today, that some things are much more relevant than the latest or greatest bag, accessory, clothing. Okay, you get where I'm coming from? I think at the end of it all, it is a decision that everybody probably will have to get to, where they recognize that, hey, you know, I've got a lot. I thank you. I count my blessings. It didn't have to be this way. Did not. And so the awareness of where I sit and the ability that I have been fortunate and privileged to be able to do for myself, I do not take it lightly, which I feel brings it to the point where it's even now much more imperative to share with you guys all of the things that it took to get to this point. Nobody's ability to do things was a perfect science. It's a journey. It is a process. But I think that somewhere along the lines, you have to recognize that it does get to a point where enough is enough. What you've picked up, what you've acquired, the things you have is enough. The fashion exhaustion that I'm experiencing is the cusp fringe of being okay with what I already have. And it's not always all about the chase. I'm saying this to you guys because you may be feeling the way that I'm feeling. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts about fashion exhaustion. Are you on the cusp of fashion exhaustion like I am? Are you in the phase where you are now saying, hey, I got what I got. I'm cool with what I have, irregardless of what it is. I'm not at the point where I feel like I need it all in order to feel complete. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts. Leave me any questions or anything that you specifically would like to see from me, things that I have in my collection, bags you want me to address. Let me know in the comments below. And I want to remind the person who I announced winner of the Labubu, please get in contact with me. Diana, Labubu is waiting to be sent out to you. I sent you a message indicating that you are the winner of Little Labubu, so please get in contact with me so I can get Little Labubu out to you. If you do not want to miss out on anything that I post, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I try to post videos every Sunday, but if life be lifing, sometimes I'm just not able to do that. Head on over to Poshmark. You can check out my closet. I am Concrete Catwalk on Poshmark. If you see anything there that you are interested in, feel free to DM me there, or you can head on over to Instagram. I am the Catwalks Concrete on IG. Feel free to leave me a DM there if there's anything in my Poshmark closet that you see that you are interested in. Thank you so much for stopping by this week. Be safe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.